Welcome to this 4th annual Keaton Invitational Tournament preview show for the 5th anniversary of the Keaton Invitational Tournament and the first time ever live from Raleigh, North Carolina. I am your co-host Bryan, alongside with me today, Dr. Adam Davis. We're very excited about the show and the seating show. Again, it's our 4th seating show for the 5th Keaton Invitational Tournament. We have a lot to talk about tonight, lots to break down, the preview for this big tournament.
That it is, and I hope everyone's doing all right tonight. Thanks for joining the live show. Got a lot planned for you, a little sneak preview at the end of the show, but before we get there, Bryan, we got to talk about the Keaton Invitational Tournament. And, just a little brief thing. If you want to know how the tournament works, if you're new, you don't know how to do it, how it works exactly, we got a video for you. I'll post a link later. You can go back and look at it, but it's on our YouTube page. And it'll basically explain it. But give you a gist, though, the tournament, after several tournaments that just did not go our way, there were more headaches than fun. We finally came up with this idea for this tournament that involved 4 rounds, tiebreaker pay-per-view, and points on the line for the championship. And we had to name it in honor of our best friend, or my best friend, and somebody who contributed a lot to Sting Count, especially in the early years, Keaton. And that's why it's Keaton Invitational Tournament. So, without further ado,
let's get to the revealing of the seeds.
Now, most of you are like, I've already seen the seeds. I already know who's advertising and how it's going to go down. Maybe you do, but you know what? You don't have this. You don't have stats.
Good old fat stats here that will give you inside information of what you need to know about all participants, the seeds here at the Keaton Invitational.
And we'll probably throw some analysis and opinions that don't matter.
Yeah.
But so let's go ahead and start off. Can I give you some stats? Can I do some stats?
Oh, yeah.
Break it down. Oh no, this is not an episode to be right breakdown. This is AD's breakdown.
All right.
Here's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna wrap it for you. Give me a beat. I'm just kidding. No beats. I just can't do that. All right. So let's first off seeding show. So let's take a look at the seeds, shall we?
Let's do it.
So winning seed numbers. This being the winners of all. Now this is a little caveat here. All these stats are based on the Keaton Invitational tournaments only, not the previous tournaments that we've done in the past before the Keaton Invitational. That's like Dash to the Cash and Latino Heat.
Yeah, I remember those.
Round 3, I think we called one.
Yeah.
Round 2. So those don't count in these stats and whatnot. So back to the seeds. The winning seeds that have won a championship in the Keaton Invitational tournaments are 8, 6, twice, back to back actually, and the 5th seed.
Wow.
All have won championships. Now, a little fun fact: the number 1 seed has never made it past round 2. You go, oh well, at least they made it to round 2. Well, see, number 1 seed always gets a bye.
Yeah. Well, so, this year, maybe not next year, but
yeah, maybe not next year, but this
yeah.
year they've always gotten a bye. And so far, they haven't made it past. Also, the lowest seeds to make it to the finals of the Keaton Invitational Tournament, we had 2 of them, pretty far back. The 12th seed, Tim, in our 2nd Keaton Invitational Tournament, and Darlene was our 13th seed, made it to the final. Wow. Keaton Invitational 3. And I held up 2 fingers. I'll feel right.
Who did she face that year?
I believe that was Mike.
Okay.
If I am correct. Yes, because this year is the 5th. Mike won back-to-back.
Yeah.
Spoilers! And our final stat that's kind of interesting. I think you got that thing, but we'll get that in a second. But our final one, the 8th seed, has made it to the semifinals all 4 years.
Wow.
All 4 years, at least. There's been, obviously, the first one made it to the final.
Meaning, the 9th seed has still never beaten the 8th seed.
Yeah.
Which is a toss-up, and it's never happened until possibly this year. We'll find out what happened, starting this summer.
All right, so we talked about the number 1 seed. We said how they never
Good Y2J there.
Thank you, yeah.
I like that.
What?
Woo!
They have never made it past round 2. So, we don't really talk about the bye getter on this show. But we'll go ahead and briefly mention, like we do every year, the number 1 seed for the Keaton Invitational Tournament, number 5, yours truly, Adam Davis. I'm not really looking forward to this.
Yeah, let's see if you can break the streak.
Honestly, now I don't have stats for all of them, but, being serious for a moment, looking back at some of those buys, like, usually if you get a buy, it's not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah.
At least in our tournament.
You have a stat on that, the ones you got to buy?
No, not specifically, but we could probably see some of them in our notes as we go through.
Yeah.
Because I think we went first, second, third in our seat.
I don't think so. I think it's just been the top 3.
But most of them, I don't think have went too far.
Yeah.
Obviously, none of them have.
I think more than 50% have lost in their round 2, which is their debut, so they got a bye. I think it was more than 50% last time we looked have lost, the ones that received the bye. So yeah, I think stack up. You're the only one to get a bye. That's a lot of pressure on you.
That is. It is a lot of pressure.
Especially since the number 1 seed has never, ever made it past round 2.
And I think the reason why that's kind of a thing is because, if you're familiar with how we do it, how we see people is we base it on the first 3 pay-per-views. And it used to be 4, but they stole a little bit away from it. Now we just have 3. And I think really just 3 pay-per-views in, that's not a good basis on people's performance for the year. And so, maybe somebody has a good first pay-per-view or 2, and then they, get bumped up and they're first or second. Yeah. Okay, sitting pretty. And then you start getting to the meat of the season, which is your SummerSlam, your Hell in a Cell, your Survivor Series. And yeah, even there, and it's like, those are your heavy hit pay-per-views. Those are the ones that, when
can rank points,
things start popping. Little things can stop it.
Makes you think of, what's his name? Yeah, MVP.
Yeah, I hope we don't do that all night. I hope we don't quote superstars all night.
Oh, man.
But, you know what, Brian, what to say? Better know your role.
That's right.
Okay, I'm done. But, so now we've talked about that. Let's go ahead and get on with it. Get on with the show. Let's look at our first match.
All right, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. All right.
Live, baby.
All right. Had to make you, get your speculations up a little bit. All right, so
I'll edit that later.
The 8 seed versus the 9 seed. Again, the 9 seed has never, ever beat the 8 seed in the Keaton Invitational Tournament. We have Evan Barker, the 8 seed, taking on Darlene Scott, the number 9 seed. Very interesting matchup. Let's break this down for you a little bit.
Break it down.
This ain't DX. Man. All right. Evan Barker, the 4th seed in last year's tournament, took on 13th seed Darlene. So we have a round 1 rematch this year. He won 44-32 in last year's Invitational Tournament. And just to let you know, his Keaton Invitational Tournament debut was in the second Keaton Invitational Tournament, which was season. We didn't really write that down, but season 7.
Yeah.
So we're actually maybe 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, less 7, 8, 9, 10. So anyway, it doesn't matter too much.
We don't know math.
Yeah, and in his appearances, he had first year he had the 3 seed. He got a bye. Second year, 5th seed, and last year in the Keaton Invitational Tournament, he got 4th seed.
This guy's good.
Good.
See.
Yeah, he has got very good seeds so far, and let's see how he's done though with those seeds.
Okay, let's see. How has he done?
All right, he's made it to round 2 all 3 times. So he's won all 3 of his first round matchups. However, he has not made it past that. It's like the Great Wall of China's there, and he can't get over the top of it.
Done that, brother.
Yeah, we've done that.
What you gonna do?
They come for you. All right, so let's see if he can make it past round 2. But first, he has to get past his round 1 opponent, Arlene Scott. Let's break it down for her. All right, in her appearances, she has been in all 4 Keaton Invitational tournaments, and she's never broken the top 10 as far as seeds. She got the 11th seed the first year, the 10th seed second, the 13th seed, and the 12th and the 13th seed last year. So 11, 10, 13, and 13 in the tournament. She made it to the finals in the 3rd Keaton Invitational Tournament and lost to Money Mike Presley. And she beat Evan in round 2 of the Keaton Invitational Tournament last year. The 3rd one, 38 to 23. 38-20. So it's a good matchup, and Darlene, she goes out on limbs like she was saying, send out, and let's see if it helps her or hurts her against Evan. Evan's a solid picker, and again last year 44-32. Will he win again, or will the tides turn? We'll see. All right, let's look at their head-to-head matchup so far in the first 3 pay-per-views of this season. At Extreme Rules, they tied. At Payback, Evan won by 2 points, very, very close. And at Money in the Bank, Darlene won by 1 point over Evan. So very, very close matchup. This matchup may be the closest of all the matchups.
Yeah,
there's usually always one is tight. There's usually the other one someone breaks away because there's 3 pay-per-views.
Yeah, there's some potential in here that have that same kind of possibility in it. Obviously, it depends on how people do pay-per-view. But when you're looking at it like first pay-per-views, and you've got the next 3 are the tournament, so you kind of have like a preview.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. A preview against 3 WWE. Okay. Well, I'm not explaining that. All right, moving on. Next up, we're going to talk about the 4th and 13th seeds in the Keaton Invitational Tournament. First up, we have Matt Rush, who has claimed the 4th seed. He debuted at Keaton Invitational number 2, and he's been the 5th, 11th, and the 12th seed. So this is his highest seed to date. And despite 2 high seeds, he has yet to make it to round 2. One of those guys that has that wall just right there. He's got to break down the walls.
Break the toe, baby. Break the toe.
All right, now let's talk about Andrea. Andrea has been a very interesting picker.
Yeah.
And she debuted last year. Last year was her first tournament experience. She was the 8th seed, and despite her inexperience, she made it to the semifinals. And she lost to the eventual tournament winner, Money Mike. So that's nothing to cry about.
No.
For your rookie season, that's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
And taking a look at their matchups, unfortunately for Andrea, it has been Matt 1-2, and they tied 1. So right now, not looking good for the 13th seed, but hey.
Well, she won last year, and Matt's never won, so
maybe she's got that sophomore
swag.
Yeah,
there we go. Sophomore swag.
Oh.
And Andrea was the 8th seed last year, and I think she took on Mr. Tim Jones.
Yeah.
And took it down, and so we'll see how she stacks up against Matt Rush. All right, so moving on to our 3rd matchup that we'll break it down for you tonight. We've got the 5th seed, Aaron Scott. Need I say more? Taking on the 12th seed, Jacob Harris. So, talked about his daughter Andrea. Now let's talk about Big Papa Jake. All right. So, Aaron, he's been in all Keaton Invitational tournaments. Don't know what you're saying, but I will continue. The seeds that he received in the tournaments are as follows. He got the 6th seed, the 6th seed, the 4th seed, and the 7th seed last year. So nothing spectacular spectacular. However, here's how he did in his 4 tournaments so far. He lost to Brent in round 2, which I know we always give him a hard time about. Yeah, which Adam is now.
Hang on, say that one more time. What?
He lost to Brent Spencer in round 2 of the
round
first
2.
Keaton Invitational Tournament.
That's the. Oh.
But to defend Aaron, in the second Keaton Invitational Tournament, he won the whole thing and claimed the title. The second Keaton Invitational.
It was a fluke.
Talking about your own partner, man.
Fluke. Yeah,
all right.
This is a tag team.
That's right. All right. And he took on Darlene in round 1 in the third Keaton Invitational Tournament and lost for the first time ever to Darlene. I think he met her all 3 years in Keaton Invitational, beat her the first 2. She finally got payback on her son at the third one. Yep, finally. We won't tell you what she did to him to make him throw that.
It's not pretty.
All right. And the last one, last year he made it to the final, but lost to Money Mike. And he won last year's matchup in round 2, 58-47. Yeah, okay, I guess Jacob since they didn't meet last year. Wondering kind of how that, where that fitting in. All right, Jacob Harris. This is his 3rd tournament appearance. Kind of hard to believe. Some of these people have been here, so wow. All right.
I keep saying we don't want you to leave.
Yeah.
Saying leave.
No, definitely not. All right, the first tournament he was the 8th seed, and last year he was the 2nd seed. I'm reading that right, Brett?
Yes.
Okay. He lost to Darlene in the semifinals, his first appearance, and he lost last year round 1 to Aaron Scott. So yet again another rematch that we have going on. The other rematch, what did you say earlier, was
it was yours. I believe. Got it there.
Yeah, Evan and Darlene, and now we have Aaron and Jacob. Another rematch. So who's going to come out on top this year? So let's break down how they did head-to-head. 3 pay-per-views. Aaron won 2, Jacob won 1. And we have 3 pay-per-views at SummerSlam, starting at SummerSlam. So let's see who gets the better.
All right, moving on. Let's talk about our 3rd and 14th matchup. For our 3rd seed, he's returning after a brief stint in 10 counts early in the early years. And he's making a return. And he's already picked more better than he did.
Wow.
His
He
first
only
time
picked
in.
a couple, didn't he?
So we welcome him back with open arms. Austin D. Hart is your 3rd seed, and he is taking on this man's tag team partner in the Alliance, the Pack-A-Tag Hype Duo. I'm not even into that. I'm sorry. Corey Saunders is your 14th seed, so let's break it down for you. Now, not a lot to say about Austin. You go, why, Adam? Why is that? Why is there not a lot to say about Austin? Is it because he's a redhead? No. Is it because he's gorgeous? No. It's because he's a rookie. And rookies are hard to talk about. However, I would like to point out, I have a list of rookies who have done well in their first Keaton Invitational Tournament. You want me to do that list? You want me to read it out?
Break it down.
Got time?
Yeah, we got all of them.
All right. Jacob. Heard that name before.
Yep.
Andrea. Heard that name before. Tim Jones. Don't call him Mike. It's not like that.
Who? Tim Jones? You knew that was coming. You knew that was coming.
I got to set you up for it. And finally, he's no longer with us in Pittsburgh, but Nick Brewer. All these have made it to the finals or semifinals in their rookie debut. There we go. Rookie debut of the Keaton Invitational Tournament.
Wow.
So Austin and another rookie, which we'll get to later, I think you'll get to soon, if not next, will have that to look forward to. His opponent, however, has been in the Keaton Invitational Tournament since the second one.
Yeah.
Yes, And his seeds are as follows: 11, a nice third seed, and another 11th seed. And his results for these tournaments have been, he has not, unfortunately, has not made it out of round one just yet, and he's lost to Aaron, Josh, and that was a great battle between Josh.
Oh man, that was.
Corey had a pretty good lead on him, and then Josh comes back last.
Yeah, he had like 10 or 12 point lead, and Josh stole it away from him at the very end. I think it came out of the last match actually.
Yeah,
I think it did.
And probably what hurts the most.
What
His
hurts
own
the most?
tag team partner stabs him in the back and eliminates him in round one of the Keaton Invitational Tournament last year. Brian, how y'all still playing?
Well, you know, friends are make it through the good, the bad, and the ugly. He stabbed me in the back on, which you'll find out later. You'll know why. So I had to stab you in the back, Corey. But hey, we are still the PAH for life.
Woo! And looking at it, Austin has won 2, and they tied 1. Austin won payback by 4 points, and Money in the Bank was a tie, and I think the other one was a tie. So that is our 3rd and 14th seed. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, moving on to our next matchup.
You don't have.
All right. Next matchup of the evening to talk about, we got Morris Bowen taking on J-Mac, Josh McNeil.
What?
This is a good matchup here. Morris, this is Keaton Invitational Tournament debut. Welcome to the Keaton Invitational Tournament, Morris.
We hope you enjoy your stay.
Yeah, I hope you can stay here for a while, but we'll see. See what Josh has to say about that.
Rookies do well.
Yeah, typically what Adam was just talking about, rookies do very well in this tournament. 4 times they have made it, 4 people in their rookie debut of the tournament have made it to the semifinals or the finals of the tournament. So, well, and plus you said twice the 6th seed has went on to win the Keaton Invitational Tournament. And Morris is the 6th seed.
Morris, 3 times. What?
3 times might be a charm for you. It's happened 50% of the time, so let's see if you can bump that stat up to 60 here this year in the tournament. So he's taking on Josh McNeil. Very up and down Josh McNeil. So let's see how he's done. This, unlike Morris, he's been in every single Keaton Invitational Tournament from the start. He has received the 7th seed, 13th seed, 14th seed, and 10th seed. Nothing to brag about, but not terrible. Here's his finishes. In round 1, he lost to William Russell, who's no longer with us.
Picks-wise.
Picks-wise. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah. No longer with us in the picks. He's still kicking. So, shout out to William Russell. Oh, man. All right, and round 2, he lost to Mr. Jones, Tim Jones. Tim Jones, baby. All right, and in the 3rd Invitational Tournament, he lost to Mike in round 2, and last year he lost to Aaron Scott in round 1. So it's kind of been back and forth. He lost round 1, round 2, and round 2, round 1. So he's won twice in round 1, but never in round 2. So we'll see if he can break the chains here at the Keaton Invitational Tournament. Let's see how they break down as far as matchups.
What?
All right. Well, it looks like we have our first clean sweep of 3 pay-per-views of all the matchups we have going on. A 3-0 sweep. Morris beating Josh. Does that mean anything? Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out starting at SummerSlam. However, to note, even though it was a sweep, Morris did not win by more than 4 points at any of the pay-per-views. Primo's Payback and Money in the Bank. So that's very close.
Another potential close one.
Yep. So that means, he only won those 3 matchups total by maybe 8 or 10 points. And that could be easily overtaken by one pay-per-view. As we were talking about a minute ago with Josh.
Josh has done it before.
He did it.
Can he do it again?
He did it against my boy Corey. Can he do it this year? We'll find out. All right. And next matchup, we have got Money Mike Presley, the 2nd seed. And we need to talk about this in a minute.
Let's talk about it in a minute.
In a minute. Taking on, we'll talk about it after we get to the seeds.
Okay.
Taking on the 15th seed, Brent Spencer, who was prone to definitely upset people like he did Aaron Scott before.
Made me cry one time.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean in the tournament.
Tears of joy.
Gotcha. You mean during my tournament.
Yeah. All right, Mike. He has also been in all 4 tournaments. Another kind of hard to believe. Wow.
Now that's one person I would like to leave.
So Mike, see you later. Don't let the door hit you with a good foot. All right.
Oh, wow.
So here's how he did in seed-wise, last 4 turns. He was the 9th seed, which means he obviously lost. They never won. Got the 1st seed in the 2nd Keaton Invitational Tournament. He got the 6th seed. He won that year. Talk about that in a minute. And last year he got the 5th. All right. Here's how his finishes were. First tournament, he lost to Dr. Davis in round 1, who has the 1st seed this year, as we mentioned earlier. Brent, he lost to in round 2. Does that mean he got a bye?
He got a bye.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. He got a bye and then lost to Brent Spencer in round 2 of the 2nd tournament. So you just never really know. And he's got the 2nd seed again here. Let's see what happens. All right, in the last 2 years, well, we just won't talk about that. Yeah, moving on. No, all right, we'll give you a little spot. Mike,
little time in the sun.
Mike is back-to-back Keaton Invitational Tournament champion. Congratulations. That's tough to do, and I think he's also back-to-back season champion. But it wasn't. Was it the same? He did. Well, you won last year, so I don't guess it was the same. He won the back.
He won. He was our first to win a championship and a tournament in one season.
Yeah, and that was not this past year, but the year before. Yeah. So wow, very impressive stats. He's going for a 3-peat, but he has to get through Brent Spencer, who, like we said a minute ago, is upset prone. So he's got that Cinderella story. Let's see if he can pull it out. All right, he's also been in every invitational tournament. His following seeds: he got the 3rd seed 1st year, got the 8th seed 2nd year, he got the 1st seed the 3rd year, and last year. Wow, I didn't realize that 1st seed. So last two tournaments he has received the number 1 seed. So,
I know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's an interesting stat.
That is interesting. Did not know that. All right, here's his finish. He has lost in the first one in semifinals to Nick Brewer, who I think he won that year. Or did he? No, he won the championship.
Yeah, he went on to the finals.
Yeah. In the 2nd tournament, he lost to Tim Jones in the semifinals. In the 3rd tournament, he lost in round 2 after receiving a bye. And last year, he lost in round 2 after receiving a bye. Both those times he got the number 1 seed. Wow. Which we said earlier, number 1 seed is still never won in round 2. All right. And another neat stat here, he beat Mike, who he's facing, number 1 seed at the 2nd Keaton Invitational Tournament by 2 points. Very close. I think that was their only matchup, their only meeting. So they meet again here in the 5th one, and this time not, quite as much. Well, there's still a lot on the line, but yeah. So when was this in the final, or what round was that?
That was it. Was he was Michael?
Yeah, so it was the 2nd round.
Yeah.
The 2nd round. So let's see how these two stack up this year. Mike Presley takes on Brent. Here's how they stacked up so far. Well, looks like we have another clean sweep. Money Mike stealing all the money and taking it and running, beating Brent all 3 times in their meeting.
tag team partners. Clean sweep. Right? Didn't work. Clean sweep. Josh.
Yeah, yep. So,
Tag
man,
team partners.
tagging
Clean
up.
sweeping.
Wow. They like getting out those brooms, baby.
Hey.
The little house cleaning.
Sweeping them off the feet.
All right,
Hey,
keep
all
us going.
right.
Keep us going.
Now, we saved the very best for the very last. I'm just kidding. That's not. But this will be definitely an interesting matchup. You've got the 7th seed versus the 10th seed. Brian Saunders is your 7th seed, and Tim Jones calls the 10th seed his own. Now, let's break it down. Brian has, of course, been in every single Keaton Invitational Tournament. He had the 4th seed, the 7th, the 10th, and the 6th. Nothing cray-cray? Look at that. Yeah.
No, middle of the road. Middle of the road.
His finishes, however, he went to the semifinals and lost out.
Yeah, lost to you quite a few times. I think we've actually met 4 times in this tournament.
I think so. And round 1, lost to Darlene. That was the year of the Darlene. What I like to call it, the year of the Darlene.
Yeah, I don't like to think about that.
Semifinals, he lost to Mike. Was his championship year. And round 2, he lost to yours truly yet again, Adam.
So you beat me. I thought we. Well, I know I beat you once, but I guess you beat me twice
Yeah.
in the tournament. I thought you maybe beat me 3 times, but I don't know. It could have dated back to another tournament.
Yeah, because I thought, yeah, I think it did. Because I remember when you won the third, because you were saying third time's a charm. So we must have included another point.
Yeah, because it was. Yeah, I bet we did. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Tim. Don't call me. I'm sorry.
You messed that one up.
Yeah, Tim Jones, your 10th
Who?
seed.
Tim Jones.
He was 12th, 9th, and 9th again. And his debut was the 2nd Keaton Invitational Tournament. And his results are as follows. He made it to the final in his debut as a rookie.
Man.
And he never made it. After that, he has yet to make it out of round 1. He lost to Aaron in the first one, and Jacob and Andrea. Father-daughter over there.
Yeah.
Round 1. Never made it out of there since his great first one. So, let's look at the 3-view I've got on deck for you. Brian has won 2 to Tim's 1. However, all wins have been within 4 points.
Wow.
4 points. In fact, I think it was 1 point, 2 point, and then the final one was 4.
Wow.
So, again, another close one, a potential to be a close one. At the Keaton Invitational Tournament number 5.
It's the anniversary.
So, Brian, there was something we want to discuss after the season at one point. Do you remember it at all?
Yes, I do remember.
Okay.
I do remember. Actually, maybe I don't remember. Maybe I may get back to
Yeah, we'll do that.
in a little bit. I'll think about it. I can't remember. Oh yeah, okay, I do remember. Never mind. So, talk about, okay, we had a lot of ties coming into the tournament. So, just let's refresh everyone on how we break ties, because it was actually a 3-way tie for first place of the Keaton Invitational Tournament. So let everyone know how we break ties. That way they're not like, well, they just don't pull names out of the hat. Or
Yeah.
yada, yada.
Good point. Now, basically what we do, we have 3 ways to break a tie. First off, we start out with
I think it's head-to-head.
head-to-head. We look at basically what we just gave you. We look at who has won the most. And if that fails to break it, which I think it did in 2 of our ties, which Aaron and, who was it? I think it was Bryan and Adam tied, Aaron and Morris tied, I believe, and then me, Austin, and Mike are all in first. So I had to break that 3-way tie. And basically how it is, first off, I looked at head-to-head between me and Mike and me and Austin, and I won both of them. So I got the first one. And then I looked at Austin and Mike, and the head-to-head was a tie between them. So then I looked at, I think at that point,
Oh, how many actually matches I picked right?
Yeah, matches correct. Yeah.
I don't know what the last one.
Yeah, the third one.
More.
I think the third one is the pay-per-view before, like just how whoever.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think that's how it is, and all of it's on our website.
Right. Yeah.
It's on the website. So that's basically how we see people. And I think Bryan and Adam were quick. We just needed one tiebreaker for that. Morris and Aaron, I think I had to go to matches correct, which you can also get that on our website. You can look at all those stats, matches correct, which is basically how many matches you got right.
Yeah.
And then you can also look at the points you've got from all of everything using, how many points it is totaled up. All that on the website. So
I want to let you know that though. Just a couple did have so many ties.
Good point. Forgot about that.
This year's time.
All right. So now it's that time of the show where two things are about to happen. Okay, and I'll explain this while Brian's getting ready. So what's going to happen is, as we've announced, the Starstruck is about to happen, and we've announced that Starstruck is going to happen. Starstruck, that's debatable. That's our new show coming up, and it's unlike any other. We are actually going to debate. It's going to be real feelings, real emotions, and real debate. And so we thought we would give you a sneak preview tonight by using something we do for every single Keaton Invitational Tournament seeding. We're going to give you our predictions, but we're going to do it in a quick manner, and we're going to throw on some other questions and stuff that basically Brian will have 10 seconds or so to answer a question that I give him, and he'll give it a little bit of a thought as to why he said that. And you also have to give me a prediction. We'll do that first, and then we'll go into the question. And then we'll switch, and I'll go over there, and he'll put me on the hot seat, which is the name of this segment we're going to have live on Starstruck. That's debate.
Man, this thing hot.
Alright, so, you'll give me a second. I need to handle this.
And you can just tell me the matchups, and then
I'll say them. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to go full screen on Brian, and Brian's going to give you. First off, we're going to start off with the matchup, which I'm not going to go in order, because they all got mixed up.
Okay.
So I'm going to give him a matchup, and he's got to tell me quickly within. We'll give you 15 seconds. How about that?
Okay. Do I get to obtain these cards?
Okay. You want? Oh, okay. That's going to be fun.
Actually, no, don't worry about it. I'll just take it from the top and we'll go from there.
Okay, here we go. So, let Brian on the hot seat. Alright. First matchup. You got 15 seconds. 17 Mike Presley versus 15 Brent Spencer. Go.
Brent, we talked earlier, he's prone to upset special, Cinderella. Mike has won back-to-back tournament championships. You can't mess with perfection. Mike Presley. Money Mike wins against Brent Spitzer, but it'll be close.
On the nose. 6. Morris versus 11 Josh. Go.
Josh is someone else who definitely can, put together an upset. However, this is Morris' first season. Josh is too much up and down. I've got to go with you. Morris Bowen, Mike's partner.
Nailed it. 8 Evan versus 9 Darlene.
I have no idea. Darlene has done some great things here. She made the finals being the 13th seed. Evan's also done a good job up and down. Last year I didn't go with Darlene. I will this year. Darlene's.
Okay. Alright. This seed. Aaron Scott versus 12th seed Jacob Harris. Go.
Aaron and Jacob. This is not a tough one. He's been here, with us in season 2 of 10 Count. He's a very excellent picker. It's tough to go against that. I've got to go with Aaron Scott. Although I think Jacob could win.
Matt Rush, 4th seed versus 13th seed Andrea.
Matt hasn't won, in the first round, and Andrea won last year, being the A seed, beating Mr. Tim Jones. I think I think Matt is going to break through the ice this year and beat Andrea Matlish.
All right.
Third seed, Austin DeHart, rookie versus Corey Saunders, 14 seed.
Go!
All right, getting excited over there. Austin, he's had a good run so far since he's been back with us, and Corey has never made it out of the first round. Sorry, other half of the PAH, Corey, but I've got to go with Austin DeHart in his return. Austin DeHart, it is.
All right.
And the final matchup.
Bryan
Saunders is 7th seed versus Tim Jones.
I like that.
Who you got? 15 seconds. You're on the clock. Go.
All right, we got two people who want to be black. We got Grizzled, Bryan Saunders taking on Mr. Jones, Tim Jones. It was a heck of a matchup. However, I've learned I went against myself one time. The time I did, I lost to Darlene. So I go to myself, sorry, Mr. Jones, but Bryan Saunders is going to take it.
All right.
15 seconds. Here's your first question.
Oh, wow. We already know what it is. Holy crap. Okay.
15 seconds. Does it look like you win the championship this year, Joe? For the tournament.
The tournament. I don't think so. I don't know exactly how many rookies are in. I think just a couple. But I don't think so. I think Mike Austin could, but I think Mike, yourself, me, Aaron have a really good chance. I don't think it's going to happen. The odds are not in favor for that, so no, a rookie will not win the championship. They may make it in the finals, though.
All right. Number one seed.
Does it make it out of round 2 this year? Yes or no? Go.
We're talking about Adam Davis. Now, I'm not sure who you'd be facing, but
2 minutes. Go ahead. Talk about it.
Okay, I just talk about y'all day. No, who would you be facing? It would be it doesn't matter. You won't tell me. Adam Davis picks up the win. I think Adam's going to break through the ice.
Okay. All right.
Which match out of all we've been talking about, which one do you think would be upset? Which one is the most likely to be an upset?
Wow, I don't even. I kind of remember. Yeah. Run through the names real quick, and then I'll tell you who I think.
Bryan, Tim,
Okay.
Austin, Corey, Matt, Andrea,
Aaron and Jacob,
Evan
and Darlene, Morris and Josh, and Mike and Brent.
Ooh. This one's tough. This one's very, very tough. I think, honestly, I think Andrea has a good shot because Matt hasn't won, and Andrea's pretty solid. She won last year, and I think she has a really good chance to win again this year. I didn't pick her, but I think she's definitely upset prone. Darlene is as well, but go with Andrea Harris. Upset.
All right.
Your final question.
And then you don't hot seat.
Cool that leg down. If you were a betting man and someone gave you $1 million to go to Vegas, who you putting your money on to win the Keaton Invitational Tournament this year?
Who am I putting my money on? Who am I going all in for? I thought about this earlier because I thought you might ask it. And even though I'm actually going to go double standard on this one. Even though I said a rookie won't win, I'm going to go double standard. I think, honestly, Austin DeHart has a very good chance. And something I didn't think about earlier, although I still don't know if they will, I think he has a good chance. He's sitting in a good spot. He's got favorable matchups. I think Austin DeHart has a really good chance. I'm going to go with him to win.
Well, you, sir, are a kicker.
Well, somebody's got it.
All right, Bryan. That was your turn on the hot seat.
If you want to come over here, I'll text the stage right and get in the hot seat, and Bryan will prepare.
All right, we're going to be in the hot seat, everybody. Very good. Now it's your turn, David.
Hold over here.
Yeah, you come right there. I'll go here. I think I'll sit over here this time. By the way, it's a live show,
All right.
Now we got Dr. Davis
Here in the hot seats.
And let's get to, I didn't even thought about what I'm going to ask you. Questions are concerned. But you know me, I like to do things on the spot. So let's get two questions. This is the hot seat here. The Keaton Invitational Tournament. I already see smoke coming out. Woo, there's the tears. I'm gonna switch this up. That way he has no, and I mean absolutely no idea, and I don't either, who's gonna be chosen first. Alright, here we go. First matchup, top down. Break it down for me. Austin G. Hart versus Corey Saunders. 3 versus 14. You got 15 seconds.
I'm loving Austin. You know, not to take anything from Corey, but Austin's been on a hot streak in both divisions, tag team and singles, and you know he could be one of those people that starts out rough or starts out great and kind of tapers off, but I've got to give it to Austin.
All right, well, definitely the argument. Let's see what that happens. All right, next argument.
You want to throw down? You want to throw down? You want to throw down?
You obviously want to, it sounds like. But more than just words, obviously. All right, speaking of going down, two people that said want to be gangster. Bryan Saunders versus Tim Jones. 7 versus 10. Who you got?
You know, that could very well be an upset, you know, but I got to go. I got to play it safe on this one. I got to go with Bryan Saunders, my boy. I'm praying for a Tim upset, but I got to go with Bryan. No, I got to go with Bryan. I just feel like, you know, you've got the years of experience, and I think Tim has kind of had some issues lately in terms of picks and points.
So you're praying for an upset. I guess you're living on a prayer then, aren't you, David?
Oh, halfway there.
Oh, man, okay. This is a concert. We'll have your chance on the hot seat. 5. Go. All right, so you got me. Next matchup, we got the two-time Keaton Invitational Tournament champion and two-time season champion Mike Presley versus Brent.
Yeah, I gotta go with Mike because Brent has pretty much not. This has not been his season. Normally he starts out really well, and he just hasn't. He's been having trouble lately with his picks just not going his way. So, you know me, I gotta go with Mike. I gotta go with sure bet, Mike Presley.
All right, going with Money Mike to win. Next matchup, the rookie versus the veteran of the Keaton Invitational Tournament. Morris Bowman versus Josh McNeil.
Yeah, you know, we've said it, Josh is kind of, you know, up and down, he's had it, and Morris, we don't have any really background on him, so it's kind of hard to say, but again, I got to play it safe on this, and I got to go with Morris. Just because you never know what you're getting with Josh, and I feel like Morris is going to be one of those really steady, consistent figures.
All right. Next matchup, we've got the AC versus the Dynasty. Evan Marker and Darlene Scott.
If anyone is going to upset and finally beat the 8th seed, it would be Darlene. But I think Evan is too consistent for Darlene. In all honesty, I think Darlene has gained points on Evan because of going out on limbs that she's done and paid off for. So I got to go with Evan, Mr. Consistency on that. I think he kind of loses his steam as he gets closer to round 3 and 2 and 4, but round 1 I think he's got it.
All right, Evan Barkley it is. See what happens. We'll write this down later.
I was just thinking.
We never keep up with this, but we're going to try very, very hard to keep up with this year. We'll set that for that school.
Yeah.
All right. 5 seed. And your tag team partner, Aaron Scott, taking on Jacob Harris. 5-12.
This is a tough one. It's hard to say because Aaron is not, I mean, he's been strong in the tournament, but he's not like super strong. You know what, I'm going to go with Jacob on this one.
Wow.
I think Jacob has a strong first round, and Aaron usually is catching his breath at this point, and it's later that I feel like he gets a little bit better. I'm going to go with Jacob Harris for the win.
Jacob Harris, wow. Definitely an upset there, upset special. And the last matchup here on the docket, Keaton Invitational Tournament, we have the winless Matt Rush in the tournament, 4 seed taking on Andrea Harris, the 13 seed. Very interesting matchup. Davis, it's all yours.
That's hard to say. I feel like Matt is on the cusp of breaking out and really coming on strong because Team Perkins has been strong this year, which is the team he's on tag team wise, and I feel like it's just a matter of time before he finally breaks out of that glass ceiling and starts performing. And you know, Andrew's been strong, but this year started out a bit rough, and so I'm gonna go with Matt. Matt finally breaks it, makes it to round 2.
All right. Got your money on Matt Rush. So that was your predictions. Now let's get to the questions here on the hot seat. I'm getting a little hot. I haven't actually really talked about what I want to ask, so this is coming straight from my friend. All right, Adam, you got 15 seconds. Of all the matchups, you're going to keep it from now. I can't repeat them if you want. Which matchup in round 1 will be the closest, and why? I can't repeat them if you need to.
Yeah, repeat them for me.
All right, get them here quick. We've got, we just talked about Matt Rush versus Andrea 4 versus 13. 5 seed Aaron Scott taking on Jacob Harris. 8 seed Evan Parker taking on Darlene Scott. 6 seed Morris taking on 11 seed Josh McNeil. Mike Presley, 2nd seed taking on Brent Spencer, the 15th seed. And myself, the 7th seed taking on Tim Jones, the 10th seed. And the last matchup, the 3 seed Austin DeHart versus Corey Scott.
I'll go with Aaron and Jacob. I think that's going to be too. I think that's going to be too close. I think that's going to be close. I wanted to say Darlene and who was it?
Darlene and Evan.
Yeah, I want to say Darlene and Evan, but again, like I was saying, I think Evan's just going to be very consistent. Darlene's going to be up and down, and I think Aaron and Jacob are just going to be neck and neck. I think that they're going to have some similar picks, and it's going to keep it real close.
All right, interesting choice there. Now that you said that, let's go to the polar opposite. Which matchup will have the most difference here? No hard ones now.
No hard.
And who will be the big victor?
I'm going with Austin and Corey, and I say that because I feel like Austin has just been doing well. I mean, he's first. You know, he's tied for first right now. He's been really hot. He's out more ways than one.
Not about you.
But yeah, I have to say Austin and Corey. And I think Austin is going to be the benefactor of that. I just like Austin on that rookie status, and you know, with anything team count, it seems like rookies have a great year, and it's not till the sophomore season where they see that slump. And so I'm gonna go with Austin has a great rookie year, and he gets a blowout win against Ford.
Wow. Okay. Interesting take there. All right, next one. A little bit different than what you asked. Who's gonna win? This one's a little different, and I'll make sure that this won't happen when you make a prediction. If it does, you have to retake.
Okay.
All right. Which 2 individuals will headline WrestleMania? Keaton Invitational Tournament. Get it down here, Keaton Invitational Tournament. Who will headline the finals?
Could you give me the seats one more time?
All right. So, actually, let's see here. We got 3 seed Austin taking on 14 Ford. Let me see if I can separate these. Who will meet who? Matt, 4 seed, takes on Andrea 13. Aaron Scott 5 and 12. So I'll put them together and then I'll tell you.
Okay.
That way these 2 can't meet to the end. We got 7 and 10 Here. And then let's see. 8 for 9 goes there. Verse 11. 6, 11, and 3, 14 will be. For some reason I'm missing some cards over here. There we go. So 6, 3 takes on. Let's see, takes on 11.
Welcome to the hot seat. My buns are toasting. Even Quiznos can be proud.
Okay. Wow. Maybe you just have to guess here. Let me try to get this together in a second. In the meantime, tell me this.
Okay.
We've got couple Cinderellas on the board. We've got Darlene. We've got Brent. And you could throw Josh in the mix. Who has a better run in this tournament and why? You can take, time to think about it while I get this together. And have like a minute to answer.
Okay.
You got a minute.
Okay. This is a really tough one because I want to say Darlene, but you can't discredit Brent. Brent has normally done well considering his picking style, which is typically going baby safety. But this past several pay-per-views, including going back to last year, WWE has kind of been hurting him in that way, whereas more heels seem to be winning as opposed to baby safety. So it's hurting. And so I think that's kind of why I want to go with Darlene, is want to go further this year in the tournament. Because I feel like while she does go out and lose quite a bit, hers seem to pay off more, especially with going, some of them are heels, obviously. And so I got to go with Darlene. And I think Josh will be second in that. And I think Brent will be third because I feel like WWE has not been going his way lately. So I have to say Darlene.
Okay, thinking about something else, but this is ready.
Okay.
This is ready. So we got two sides of the bracket sitting on two sides of me. Alright, the first bracket, side of the bracket, has 3 matchups because Adam gets 5. So we've got the 4 seed Matt taking on 13 seed Andrew. The winner of that matchup will take on the 5th seed Aaron Scott and the 12th seed Jacob Harris. Okay? Then the winner of Evan and Darlene takes on Adam. And then obviously it'll keep going until someone gets in the finals. Alright. And again, you got Matt, Andrea, Aaron, Jacob, Evan, Darlene, and winner faces you. That's that half of that. The other half has Mike Presley at 2nd seed taking on Brent. We've got myself versus Mr. Jones. And we will meet up. The winner of these matchups will meet. And then Morris takes on Josh. Austin takes on Corey. And the winner of them will meet. And one of these 8 individuals will make it to the finals at WrestleMania. So again, my question is to you: who will headline WrestleMania in the Keaton Invitational Tournament?
Alright. That second bracket, give me the names one more time.
We probably should have put the bracket up.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
We should.
We've got Mike, Brent, myself, and Tim, Morris, Josh, Austin, and Corey.
That's a loaded bracket because it has 2 rookies in there and it also has 6th and 8th place in there, right?
Yeah.
And 8th place has made it to the finals every time, or semifinals at least, right? Isn't that what we said?
Yes.
And then 6th place has won twice, so But you know what? I'm going to. Ooh, that's rough because the defending champion's in that bracket as well. But you know what? I'm going to go with. Who was the 8th seed? Evan, right?
Yeah. But that's in your bracket.
Yeah, I was just trying to. Okay, I'm going to go with Mike and Evan.
Wow.
Mike and Evan. I'm going with, yeah.
The former tag team partners.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Mike and Evan. You go, why? Why, Adam? Why? Well, Mike, defending champion, he's been there twice. He's won it twice. And I want to go a little bit of stats in there, so I'm going 8. I think Evan has the consistency to take it all the way because what people don't realize is it's not about every pay-per-view. It's about SummerSlam, Night of Champions, and I think it's Battleground this year.
Wow.
They changed pay-per-views, but anyways, it's about 3 pay-per-views for round 1. It's about Survivor Series and Hell in a Cell for round 2, and a Royal Rumble for round 3 and WrestleMania. So there's other pay-per-views, it doesn't matter how you do it. And that's why I think Evan will be consistent enough to make it to the finals. And we know how Mike has been in the tournament. So that's why I'm going with Mike and Evan.
Okay. Mike versus Evan. Okay. Who wins?
I feel like a 3-peat is hard. It's hard to do. But I don't know if Evan can quite pull off the... Evan. Give me the upset, Evan. Evan gets the upset.
Evan, the 8th seed. Alright. Got one more question before we go on the hot seat.
It's really getting hot over here. But
Okay.
It's getting hot in here. Okay, go ahead.
Before I do that, something we haven't done tonight. Let's make this thing really, really hot. Let's put the spotlight right here on Dr. Davis. The final question of the hot seat. The 5th annual Keaton Invitational Tournament.
You know why they call me Dr. Dave? Because I write prescriptions for pain all the time.
No pain,
no gain.
All right. Final question on the hot seat. Dr. Davis.
Okay.
Yeah. 30 seconds. This is a hypothetical question. This is a 2-part question.
Oh my. Is it a short answer?
It can be. It can be. However you want to.
Short.
True or false? All right. Who will perform better in round 1, points-wise, between the two of them? Morris and Austin. The second part of the question, if they meet in round 2, the rookies, who wins and why? Who performs better in round 1? They meet in round 2, who wins?
I say Austin performs better in round 1. And I say Morris wins round 2. Right? He is the 6th seed, correct?
Morris.
Yes.
Wow.
And Austin is 3rd seed?
Correct.
So, yeah, I am going to go with Austin outperforms on the first round, but Morris, if they do indeed beat, Morris takes the cake in round 2. I'm going with stats on that, and 6th seed, I gotta go with that. Even though they're rookies, I think they'll both perform well. I'm trying to see which ones perform better, because it's going to be a tight rookie of the year.
Yeah, it will be. I just realized that matchup possible-wise, during the out, and that's why I'm talking about that. But that'll be interesting to see what happens starting SummerSlam. Do need heads. All right, Adam, I will release you from the hot seat, and you can join me back over here on the set.
All right. Back. So, right here live on Keaton Invitational. How was your first experience in the hot seat?
That was pretty fun. Now, we hope you enjoyed it, and obviously, we'll get it quicker and more streamlined for the future. But it was fun. It was fun to be over there and to literally be on the hot seat.
Yeah, it was. It was awesome, and actually, the thinking questions, on the spot was kind of cool too. And I don't know how you like the questions, but they just came.
Yeah, they were good. Yeah, and and that's what we want to do for this for Shark Show Cast Debatable.
Yeah.
We want to do stuff like that and make it fun and also challenging for us. And we hope you enjoyed tonight's show. We want to give you a taste of that while also sticking to our tradition of giving out solutions.
Yeah.
And like Bryan mentioned earlier, we do hope to keep up with them. In fact, what I want to do is if we're not able to do like a separate show, we'll do a lowdown and I'll have Bryan come on for a quick little bit and we'll talk a little bit about the matchups that they're going so far. And then we'll move to the future ones, when we get to round 2, 3, and of course 4.
Yeah, something that we actually had done last year that we haven't done this year, and we can if you want, but we haven't done this. We actually typically pick our way out to the end in the rounds. And we did not do that this year. However, I don't know how you'd like to proceed if you want to continue to pick or pick all the matchups past round 1 or not.
I think for organization's sake, we should probably do our brackets. 2 brackets. 4 will have brackets, and then we can fill them out.
Yeah, we'll need to fill them out though before obviously SummerSlam.
Exactly. We'll do that.
And we can maybe come on a little show or something and present that.
And that, yeah, we can do that. We might do that for.
We could even do that Star stuff.
Yeah. Might, we do that.
Yeah, several shows.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, but we'll do our predictions, and of course, if anybody out there wants to pick, the tournament bracket is on our Facebook page and our website, and you should be able to download it or click on it, get a screen cap of it or whatever, and fill it out, and let us know. So, I think that's it. If you have anything else you need to talk about.
Yeah, it's just going to be a heck of a ride, and what we call the road to WrestleMania begins at the 26th anniversary of SummerSlam. Through a great slate of matchups kicking off SummerSlam. And, I always have a great time coming on the show. It's my 4th time doing it. It's hard to believe. And actually, little fun fact, as Adam likes to say. This show right here, the Keaton Invitational Tournament, we had our first ever live show on Ustream online, and that kind of was the beginning of doing live shows, and it's been going on ever since. And that was 2009. That was actually, or I think, actually 2010.
Yeah.
2010. We started doing videos in 2009. It's just kind of escalated more and more as we've done these kind of shows. First one here in Raleigh, and I can't wait to do many more tournament preview shows in the years to come.
Exactly. And it's always a blast to do the live shows because as you see, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Snafus. We're looking at each other and trying to do this, and I'm hoping the audio sounds pretty good through segment.
Yeah.
And the laptop put together. So, but yeah, if you have any feedback or anything or any suggestions for us, you think would work out, let us know. We're always looking to improve the lowdown, the hype, and our live. Fun fact: the first ever live show for the Keaton Invitational Tournament show was our most watched video.
Yeah.
And you can't see it on YouTube, but on Ustream, I think it had like almost 30 views after, so and that's pretty good for us considering we only have, at this point, we have 15. I think we have 12 or 13. So,
Yeah.
So we're really proud of that. And thank you for watching tonight. If you're live, and of course, Tate, for watching the back. Hope you appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the insight and the analysis and the fun we got to have. And, I think it's time to go.
I think that's it. Again, good luck to all the participants here at the Keaton Invitational Tournament. And we will see all of you at SummerSlam. Good luck to everyone, and good night.
It's time to line it up.